tell, why did you cheated? I am still trying to find out why I did it, to be honest. There are so many things I think might be the reason. I was mentally unstable at that time, my partner didn't really care. I met this person who reminded me of him. I thought people do it all the time, like in the movies. I wanted to sleep with at least 3 people before I settle with one person. And, most importantly, I thought it wouldn't influence my relationship or hurt him if he never found out. What I didn't know is that I would actually feel bad afterwards. Like, really, really bad. My partner never confronted me, but I told him after a year, and he told me he knew all the time. We didn't break up that day, but it still ruined everything. It had ruined everything even before I told him because I couldn't stop feeling guilty all the time. And it even caused me to have sex with him if I didn't want to because I thought I owe this to him. Overall, really toxic relationship. Maybe I cheated because I wanted him to break up and didn't have the guts to do it myself. Don't cheat. Solve your problems like a real adult and break up, or go to couples therapy or something. She stopped fucking me for months on end for about 5 years in a row. After COVID, some attractive women were very forward and honest about wanting to sleep with me. We had a kid 7 years ago. She found out I cheated recently. She demanded I see a psychotherapist. The psychotherapist said, "Of course, you're going to cheat. No judgment zone here. She stopped sleeping with you. It's cheat or divorce, so you're better off cheating. That is not an issue that needs therapy. That's practically logical." Now, let's get back to your childhood trauma. I am a bit fucked up hearing that from a mental health professional. My marriage was over, but I didn't want to admit it. I think she was cheating and was constantly accusing me of cheating, never had and had no intention. Was to the point of going to a bar pretty much every night after work for 1 or 2. 2 women came in and sat near me at the bar. I paid no attention to them really. We somehow started chatting a bit. Finished my drink and left. Never exchanged any information other than first name. A few days later, I got a FB message from the cute one. I actually thought it was a setup by my wife, since she always accused me of cheating. I was very guarded at first. After talking a bit, found out she was also unhappily married and had messed around several times. One thing led to another. 4 years later, now we are still together. I'm divorced, she's still very unhappily married. He put us in a financial hole, and I was also going through depression. We ended up homeless for a few weeks. At the same time, my dad passed away. And all of this happened at the peak of COVID, so very rough time. I started to resent him, and didn't know how to properly process my emotions. But I knew I still loved him. I was just upset about him being so irresponsible, and all the other crazy shit that happened. I started hanging out with this guy I was interested in. We hung out one night. I told him I still loved my boyfriend, but I don't know if I want to be with him, and even though I told him I didn't want to have sex, we still ended up having sex. I felt so vulnerable, and honestly, I felt like I was talked into it. Felt horrible about it the second it started happening. I told my boyfriend about a week later. He said he knew and he could smell him on me that night when I got home, and he was just waiting for me to admit it. I didn't want to tell him. I felt convinced to do it, because I didn't want to make an excuse for my shitty actions, and at the end of the day, it's on me. I still think about it every day. I hate myself for it. I wish I could turn back time, because I really feel like I tainted our relationship forever, no matter how good we are. I was miserable and trapped. He made me quit my job and stay at home, so I didn't have my own money. We lived together, and I had nowhere to go. It was no longer a relationship. When he got up, he would stay an hour in the bathroom, eat, and go to work. Wouldn't text all day, because he was too busy, but could tell me about everything he read on Reddit that day. Come home, spend an hour in the bathroom, make food, then fall asleep watching TV with me. When he did actually talk to me, it was about how awesome he felt he was at his job. Took me to an office party to show me off so everyone would think he had money or a big dick. I was an object, not a person. On the weekends, we wouldn't do anything together because he just slept all day. He was not a good-looking guy by any means, but I was with him for his personality, and he was a different person now. He didn't show me attention while others did. When my car battery died, he couldn't jump it with his car, maybe because it was a smart car, or because there were always cars adjacent to me. So after 3 months of being stuck at home, I told him that we have to find a way, because I was pissed off. He then tells me he had a charger in his car the whole time. I was absolutely miserable. So I strayed to the ones that treated me better, showed interest in me as a person, enjoyed spending time with me, and found me attractive. Thanks for watching. Share the video with your friends and write your stories in the comments. Maybe you'll be the one in the next video.